Yeah, look at him. Oh, here's a text. Oh, no. No.
Merry Christmas to all. I wanted to live stream today because I don't really live stream that much. And to be honest with you, I've got nothing better to do. Most people would be spending time with their family, but I'm not doing that until the 27th because that's when my dad planned a event for us to do. One of my siblings is going to pick me up on the 27th, which is Saturday. My dad gets weekends off, and I guess he wants to play Madden or something. I don't know. Hold on. Or maybe he's doing something with his wife. I don't know. Is that what the fucker looks like? Sorry, I'm there's a video on the leaping lemur, so that's what he looks like. I mean, the guy's a fucking creep. Sexually assaulting a woman, that's terrible. Terrible. There's only there's a couple of things that are terrible. When someone's a pedophile, they should be really thrown into jail, throw away the key, locked away for all time. And then, of course, sexually assaulting women, that's also terrible. You should not do it. But then again, creeps will be creeps no matter what they do. I hope everyone's having a good Christmas. I probably should expect that no one's going to show up today, but it's fine. If someone wants some entertainment, I'm here. I'm actually dealing with some gum problems. I think maybe I have a gum infection, but I don't have an appointment to a dentist, and I'm trying to set one up right now. I've been trying to set up an appointment with a dentist. There's only a few dentists that take Main Care, for example. Some might take United Health. For some reason, they don't take both usually. I hope to fucking God there's a dentist out there that takes fucking both. I want to get these teeth replaced.
Known for covering and ridiculing lolcows such as Sophia or presidents like Nova, has recently been reduced to one of their peers as some information has come to light. It's an interesting twist on this kind of content today, considering this is the style of video Bro would normally make on other fellas. Let's dive into the downfall of this YouTuber. In the beginning, like many people attempting to make a channel like this, Tina started off making videos with random gameplay in the background, loosely covering Daniel Larson for a while. I hope he ate some good food. Before gradually progressing and keeping more and more locales under his watchful eye. Lemur would begin to find its confidence and voice behind the mic within these videos, gradually progressing from a quiet, loose coverage of these creatures to a more structured and confident commentary with decent visuals and good editing. A lot of people enjoyed hearing what sounded mostly like a genuine take on these people, mixed in with maybe a timeline or just a related clip to see what was going on with them. Some of his updates would come out faster than some of the bigger channels too, which a lot of viewers appreciated. A few fellas to keep in mind would be, as the success, views, and subscribers got to the guy, his ego would begin to grow faster than his channel. Much as his ego would present itself in a plethora of screenshots that came up following a breakup with his recent girlfriend Lily, an 18-year-old girl. You see, accompanying Lemur's success on the platform would be friendship, or at least what would seem to at first to be friendship with other creators within the same niche, such as Andy Morty or Major Chilla, where he would find himself doing live streams quite often with those fellas. Something that bummed me out about this whole situation was the fact that I was a lurker in some of these streams and enjoyed both of those guys' content. So what we'll talk about next was just unfortunate to see, to say the least. Sitting at the head of the table, greatest YouTuber of all time, Lemur, would be, as it turns out, vented to his girlfriend constantly complaining about his friends wanting to live stream with him, and either judging him situations in life. We're talking about people who maybe choose to go like considered bad friends too. Getting into the screenshots, we see here Lemur complaining about Chilla wanting to go live together. Again, a regular occurrence between the two. Chilla wants me to go live with a dab. I told him nah. First off, I'm drunk as fuck, chilling. Second off, I want to nut to you tonight. I'd rather not get drunk with this dude for no reason on earth with tons of people while I'm trying to kill him.
Sweet.
Like, I want to relax, and he's trying to guilt me into it. Like, it's literally no. I'm tired, just did so much. Not everyone is 27 or whatever the fuck and not having nothing else going on. First off, the I just want to nut to you is crazy gooner activity. You'll see how bad of a gooner he is later on, but it's not all that crazy for Chilla to be asking if he's down to relax. Clearly, he doesn't have much going on. He's sitting alone, drunk.
I'm drinking with you, Dad.
He has nothing else going on. It's pretty crazy. Whining about his supposed friend while also sending some football formed up messages at the same time. Both of those things being on his mind at once is a little crazy. He goes on to say, though, Bo was hella gay about it, too. I told him all the shit I had to do. He was like, well, I'm going to go live if you want to join.
Hello, Homer fan. How are you?
Go live, bro. I already told you.
How are you doing? Merry Christmas. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas with your family. I ain't doing nothing until 27th with my family. My dad likes to do things on the weekend with us occasionally.
Tell me this N-word doesn't sound like a dick. Like, now.
You get any new games today? I'm expecting to buy it. Maybe I'll be able to buy one. I think one of my family members might be buying me like a gift card or something. Like, oh yeah, I'm well. I got a pizza right in the kitchen, waiting for me. I like to make sure my food is cooled down,
I made all of Lemurs whining about his life in school, though. You can see that tucking on the whole well bit there. To be fair, Lemur dropped a wall of text there, and all he needed to say was he's busy and can't join up. He just continues to harp on it and talk about these important-ass finals he has coming up. How busy he'll be. He said, bro, said, oh, well, N-word, it's finals week. I get ass and in college. Lily responded, not to be being whack about it, Chilla wouldn't be the only one catching strays in the chest with his ex, so aside from judging and dropping personal information of the girl about Morty and whatnot, Boy would also catch some strays. So would Cute Tapes, the YouTuber who'd essentially be at the top of the leaderboard in this niche, beside Smokey MC, saying, fuck Cute Tapes. He's never done this shit. And then throwing around the accusations of season some smaller channels for his own content. Whatever, bro. A big source, it seems, for all this judgy shit he has going for, everyone around him, guys alike, comes from the fact that this guy just has a massive ego from the success that he's seen. Super evident here when he's talking about going into his college class wearing a Rolex.
What's your favorite? What's my favorite game? That is a tough one. Because I play so many games. Are we talking about this year, or are we talking about? I'll just. Okay. Minnie Manson, why aren't you on your regular account in that case? I don't really care to help you. I don't help people who support pedophiles. I'm sorry. You're a pedophile? Okay, then get off my... I'll tell you what. Hold on. I might... that's how it is. Well, I'll be honest, Minnie Manson, you need to stop the bullshit. Stop trying to F children. I don't, I don't support that shit. Get the fuck out. I'm just saying. And Homer fan, as for you, my favorite game really depends on... I'd say it depends on like a couple of things. Number one, it depends on what I'm in the mood to play, and that's pretty different, So, some days it's BioShock, some days it's Metal Gear Solid, some days it's Tomb Raider, some days it's Resident Evil. Okay, I like franchises. I don't really care for like single games. I just like franchises. Yeah, have you played Forza Horizon 5? I know it recently came to PS5, and it's on PC. It's been on PC for a while, but it came out on PS5. I really like that game. I really like Forza in general. and I'm glad they are now releasing games on PS5. I don't even know if he knows who Mini Manson is. Yeah, he's like, what is that? He doesn't know who Minnie is, bro. Calm down. Calm down. We don't need to talk about Dylan yet. I mean, Minnie Manson's just a fucking weirdo. He's probably into children, I would imagine, because of course he hangs out with a bunch of PDFs, and I don't support people like that. Okay, if you're a PDF, you need a GTFO. People are gonna mention, oh well, you made videos on Cyrax. Yeah, it's called trolling, motherfuckers. Okay. All right, let's stop talking about Minnie. Oh. Pizza looks delicious. What the fuck, dude? Minnie, get the fuck out of here. I'm just gonna eat for a minute. I'm hungry. I haven't really eaten all day. And I wish you would cut the bullshit, Minnie. Yoko Dylan Archive. Why don't you re-upload videos that Dylan makes? But most of his videos are just, you know, it would be a lot more entertaining if you'd, yeah, what the fuck, Minnie? Homer fan, did you buy any new games? No, I cooked it in the oven. It's a pizza that I usually buy. It's a relatively smallish, biggish pizza. I put it in the oven. It's pizza with cauliflower crust. I think it's supposed to be healthier for you. Really hard on my teeth. I gotta get my teeth fixed. But unfortunately, dentists around here fucking suck. Most of them don't take insurance. Well, you gotta know, Dylan Archive, those Discord troll up hits are fucking retarded. Excuse my language, but they are. Most of them don't even release content on him anymore. Like, I want content, god damn it. So I'll show you the box because I usually so it's open nature, gluten-free, cauliflower crust pizza. Try it, Homer fan. You'll like it. Or try it on a day the grocery store's not closed. I don't know. Grocery stores close in the state on this day. Some don't, but honestly, some days I wish I had a Domino's pizza. All right, take care, Homer fan 45. Enjoy the rest of your day when you wake up. You know. Under eviction. Yoko Dylan Archive. Why you make content about you're like the only person who makes content about Dylan. I wonder what got you into it. Don't worry, we're gonna watch some content in a few minutes. I'm done with this. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Just Happy New Year. All right. I agree with that. Dylan's like, okay, so I hate how his trolls hog all that Dylan content. If more people made content about Dylan, he would be as big as Cyrex right now. This is a new locale I've been keeping up with. He sexually assaulted a fucking woman. Hold on. Let's talk about. Oh yeah. It was funny. Yes, all right. You could like
to make upwards of $500.
What? Why is Okay, I think the audio should be working.
On a video that most likely took 2 hours to both record and edit, not counting maybe the research for screenshots and whatnot, but seriously made this
Can
guy
you hear
have
the,
himself to a
can
super
you hear
high
the video?
level in his own noggin, which is a very hard pivot from what you'd see in the guy, you know, from outside looking in. Egotistical tendencies aren't only seen in private. Some people in his audience would notice too, as some takes of his would be off. He'd say something a little too out there, or maybe he'd just outright be wrong. And just like a lolcow, it would seem he would double down and never truly admit to being wrong. With the face reveals and what's come to light so far, it's fair to say Lemur is a bigger guy. A lot of the time, what comes with being bigger is a lot of insecurities, and we see that with him. Complaining about his body image, and despite apparently making some headway in his weight loss, clearly still having recent issues, especially considering the drinking McDonald's he loved so much. It's interesting to see the contrast, though. On one hand, he's constantly looking down on others, judging others.
Yeah, if you're gonna sit there and call someone a PDF file, and then it turns out that you're kind of a PDF file too, I'm sorry, but you need to be put down. I'm just saying, guys, you need to be put down. I'm drinking this because I really am sick of drinking soda right now. Plus, this is better for your stomach. You know? Dylan, 602 pounds. Cyrex, about 90 pounds. Yeah, Cyrex don't weigh a lot. I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him. And I could probably throw him over my freaking, my body and just snap every single bone. Like snap his back,
Calling people butterballs, thinking so highly of himself. But then, on the other hand, he's constantly putting himself down with his self-image and insecurities. It just really, that insecurity ended up bleeding through into the relationship he had with this girl, Lily, unfortunately. Even though she wasn't an angel herself, he really let the overthinking, distrust, and really just obsession over someone interested in him, it really fucked with his head. Finally, that brings us to the ending of that relationship with Lily Lemur had. With the walls of text and turmoil, it was very clear it was destined to fail. But the manner in which it came to was honestly kind of gross. In the beginning, the two would meet someplace online and begin their relationship. A little worrisome. Seems not many online relationships end up lasting, but you never know. Apparently, Lemur had some warnings about Lily from Kiwi Farms for herself being a troublesome person. None of these warnings ended up being taken seriously, though, as Lemur, in his infinite knowledge, seemed to really feel a deep connection with this girl, even going on to say he'd entirely fallen in love with her. The two would call and text very often, in the beginning in what many would call the honeymoon stage, but this would quickly turn into walls of insecure texts and arguments as the calls and texts became more infrequent, leading Lemur to become, more and more on edge. Many of these walls of text would come from this Lemur's obsession with the girl. His insecurities clashing with his ego, all this chaos would come to a point in their relationship when the two decided to meet up and stay in a hotel together for 3 days. All 3 of these days, Lily would find herself near or beyond the threshold of blackout drunk. with her being 18 and also supplying her alcohol alone was an iffy decision.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you're
that's-
getting it on with an 18-year-old. I mean, hey, I'm not harping on you for fucking like. I don't know what she looks like, but I don't, if you're fucking if she's hot, I mean, hey, but the thing is, you gotta watch out, bro, because a lot of women now are gonna sit there and accuse you of shit, and apparently you did shit to be accused of. So, Leaping Lemur, you're a fucking cunt. Just saying.
That's besides the point. What the real issue here is Lily's claims. Keep in mind, at this point, it's all alleged that there was some unwanted touching that occurred during one of these days while Lily was blackout drunk, and either due to this or in conjunction with everything else going
Plus,
on.
you gotta treat women. You gotta treat women like, not just like they're an object, right? You gotta treat women, like a person. I think women are, men's equals in a lot of ways. In fact, they might be superior to men. I don't know. But you got to stop treating women like an object just because, you're horny or whatever. Anyway.
Between the two, Lily would get sent into some kind of psychotic episode, and the two would have an event where both of them get physical with one another. And Lily would leave, ending this little meetup excursion. Of course, with all this being alleged, despite seeing the clear, unstable psyche of Lemur through all this various screenshots we have, you got to take it all with a grain of salt. Bring this girl to a hotel room to hang out and only get drunk for 3 entire days was just weird freak behavior, first of all. And to put yourself in a situation to begin with someone who people had let him know was problematic, whether this touching occurred or not, he had to have known accusations like this, you could come from it. I mean, just think about the situation. It just all looks incredibly bad on his part anyways. I keep thinking about the whole fuck situation though. If all of what Lily's saying is true, absolutely the sicko Lemur just needs to be deplatformed. At the very least, he's secured himself,
Yeah, I mean, look at the guy. Fucking ugly as hell. I think he looks like a PDF. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does the whole PDF thing just because, he calls people when he calls people PDFs because he's projecting, You know what I mean?
But as a lolcow. Following that whole debacle, we would get a 20-minute long supposed apology post from Lemur too. Watching through it though, we get a whole lot of sweeping everything under the rug.
First of all, if you're accused of shit, I would not recommend doing an apology post because you're often making it worse. Anyone can sit there and say that, but it's the truth. Anyone can make an apology for some bullshit. But the fact that you're making an apology for it, no, you don't sit there and make an apology for something. You're often making it worse.
Some of the situation from his point of view. Victim blaming, of course, only if her allegations are true in the slightest. And a whole lot of really not apologizing for anything besides being a little cringy, which, yeah, a lot of what he said was pretty cringy. Absolutely no denying the screenshots are fake at all, at least. So there's validity in the screenshots. It's just so weird. After that whole situation with Lily, got more walls of text from Lemur, of course, begging for them to stay together. He saw life together they were supposed to have. They were having this deep connection. He's sorry for spazzing out and whatnot, which is a completely...
Sounds like a creep, to be honest with you. And I can say that because, men usually are the ones who are being creepy.
Different take than what he had in his apology video. The guy says that she started hitting him for no reason, really wailing on him. And after that, he wanted nothing to do with her because she was crazy, which we can all see was truly not the case at all.
I'll pack your stuff. I'll get you out. That made her mad. So she started hitting me. Call her teeth gums. I don't know how to leave. Like this was...
He said, she said in this situation regarding that hotel, of course. Either way, Lemur...
I'm reading this part right here. Anyway, since he wants to say that, let's bring up more SS. This time him interested in, oh my God. Yeah, no. I did get physical, I'll admit, but so did he. Before I met him at an ASMR channel, cringe. Ooh, UES, but I enjoyed it.
From all this has been painted in a light that like near nobody is coming back from it. It's crazy to see the situation. You know, this is a situation here.
Yeah, so when you first meet up with a girl, you don't sit there. Okay, I'll be honest, I have drank with a woman, you know, but we had like a consensual relationship. So I remember being with like this girl. I've had a crush on like a few girls named Samantha, but there was this one Samantha that I know of, and we used to like hang out, drink together, or whatever. And first night we, you know, had a physical relationship. I mean, she was also seeing someone else a little bit, like she was split up from this person, and so we just kept that for a little while, and then. But you know, I kind of regret like drinking like with her because sometimes you know I was living with my dad and my nana. A lot of times I would have to stay the night overnight because my nana didn't want me to come back if I was like intoxicated. So I ended up like spending the night at her place and then leaving in the morning, whether I have to go to work or whatever, you know. But that entire situation like taught me I really don't like drinking with women. At least I don't like drinking with women, you know, as like a pastime. I don't mind like, you know, occasionally you might have a drink, you know, maybe a twisted tea or something, or a beer or what have you, to you know relax. But other if you're gonna drink like very hard liquor. I've only been drunk once in my life, and I mean so drunk to the point that I'm slurring my words. I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And that's when friggin', you know, I drank a whole bottle, basically 90% of a bottle of mead, and that was fucking crazy. That was fucking crazy. Anyway,
Poured on if it had happened to anyone else. Of course, before the end to this relationship, there were other things to occur that would raise some eyebrows, or at the very least were questionable. One of which many on Twitter were spreading around was this very suspicious incest thing he has going on, where during a conversation...
Yeah, so the thing is, you should not be watching incest porn. You should not. It's disgusting. And plus, the people who are actually watching that shit will, first of all, don't watch that shit. That shit is exaggerated for freaking... you know, because that's apparently a really popular industry. I didn't know that. But you should not watch that shit. Okay? You should not. Watch regular, like, I don't know, regular porn where somebody is freaking, like, a couple of people meet and maybe watch some OnlyFans chick. I don't give a fuck. Like, plenty of those are in the world now.
With Lily, after calling her beautiful, he went on to ask if she'd be watching the incest porn, and then doubled down shortly after that, asking what would she do if he called her stepsis in the real or in real life. This, of course, being, you know, pretty gross, as that genre of X-rated videos is built on a weird and harmful fetish. It's one of those things.
Yeah, pretty harmful fetish.
That really makes you wonder about the kind of guy Lamer is, especially considering the Gooner would also send her an SS of something from an incest animation captioned media. So it's clearly not a one-off thing with that whole incest thing.
Another he's a fucking creep. Leaving Lamer is a fucking creep. Being honest, he is pretty creepy.
Going on in the relationship was the fact Lemur really wanted her to begin her own locale coverage channel, displaying this need to guide a girl or some shit. Kind of odd, but
yeah, who gives a fuck about locale coverage channels? You know, the only time I will ever talk about a locale or someone who's a new locale is on my live streams where I can talk about that shit and not even care. you know. And I'll tell you that some of these guys are fucking crazy. Sometimes I watch Daniel Larson content because I miss that guy, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I miss Daniel Larson. Why? Because he was fucking funny. You know? He fucking made me laugh. Like, a lot of the antics he would get freaking into, I mean, shit was funny to me. That shit was funny to me. But hold on. I want to scan these receipts. If you don't know, these things are like gold to me. You can get a lot of money. From these receipt apps. Hold on. Local coverage channel. Not interested. Personally. If I'm going to talk about anything, I'm going to talk about it on this channel because, again, this channel is basically my soapbox. I could talk about locals, I could talk about gaming, or I could talk about anything I want to. And my audience would just deal with it. Because it's what I want to talk about. I watch the live program. I don't know, man. Come on. Art of massage. What the fuck? That's a weird receipt. A weird receipt name, but I digress. Walmart. Oh, we got a receipt from Walmart here. To anyone asking, I did not pay for any of this shit. Anything on these receipts. A friend of mine knows that I have receipt apps, and he brings me the receipts on occasion. Apple Cash Balance. Square Enix. Did I buy a Square Enix game? I don't remember. No, I don't. Not recently, no. Walmart. There's the receipt from Walmart. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there goes the IBS shit. I might have to go to the bathroom pretty soon. Another Walmart receipt, really? What's this? From Goodwill. Yeah. What? Okay. Oh. Well, that pizza screwed up my stomach right now. But it's okay. We're going to continue watching the video.
At the same time, maybe I get it. Either way, too weird, you know, with a major point of his apology video being that this girl only wants attention and is only coming forward with everything to garner sympathy points and create a following of her own. As if he wasn't fully ready to try to give her her own audience anyways. It's a crazy pivot from wanting her to start a channel of her own and eventually creating content together. To end it all off though, I have to talk a little about the parallels between the guy and some of the lolcows he covers. First of all, the girl claimed he talked in terms of lolcows all the time. Like there was some threat of eviction at some point, so he compared himself to Sophia, and there was something about him being a chud or fat or whatever, and compared himself to Nova. There was always some sort of comparison going on, and I believe all this comes from a place, and you know, so do others think that this points to the case that, you know, it comes from a place of Lemur relating on some level to everyone he covers. At one point, Lily jokingly compared Lemur's room to Nova Online's, a lolcow notorious for having a disgusting house and room, something that set Lemur off, where he sent a photo of his clean room, leaving a broom and a trash bag just barely out of frame, indicating he, just cleaned that shit. Or even just the harping on Nova and Tofia's weight and whatnot. Like, yeah, the two of them live incredibly unhealthy lifestyles, but he could have at least tried to be honest with the fact he eats most likely just as much as the two of them, considering the guy's stature. It's just crazy taking a look at, the parallels between him and the cows. All of this, though, is just incredibly sad to see. A content creator I once enjoyed playing in the background while I ran CSGO or something completely destroy their career, and all the crazy shit about them that just comes to light. I guess that's just what happens. Maybe he's a cautionary tale now for other up-and-coming content creators on avoiding online dating, to treat women appropriately, focus on your self-improvement before worrying about others. Treat your friends with more respect, and maybe just don't be a racist and problematic person when you have this huge following that could be taken away from you at any point in time if any of the shit you do in your spare time comes to light. If for whatever reason Lemur would be hate watching all the way to the end here, it's best moving forward to just stay off the internet, big man. Maybe hit the gym and improve yourself, find a job to keep you busy.
I can watch this day.
There goes that.
No.
Damn. Let's read some of the comments.
And I'm the man who killed the Avengers. So I didn't tell the team. So I'm all dead, Nick. Felt it. The whole world, too. Because me. Wasn't ready. I didn't do all I could.
Maximoff girl, she's working you, Stark. Playing on your fear.
I wasn't tricked. I was shown. It wasn't a nightmare. It was my legacy. The end of the path I started us on.
You come up with some pretty impressive inventions, Tony. War isn't one of them.
Watch my friends die. You'd think that'd be as bad as it gets, right? Nope. Wasn't the worst part.
Worst part is that you didn't.
And I'm
Are we extra spicy? Oh gosh. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you.
He doesn't leave me alone. He keeps biting me.
Ay, duman mas.
Mama, mama, ew.
Spicy kittens are funny.
No wonder the Avengers didn't take you, or the X-Men. They'll take fucking anyone. I mean, you are a ridiculous, immature, half-wit moron. I have never met a sadder, more attention-starved, jabbering little prick in my entire life, and that says a lot, because I've been alive for more than 200 fucking years. I'll tell you, that bald chick was right about one thing. You will never save the world. You couldn't even save a relationship with a goddamn stripper. Motherfucker, I wish I could say you die alone. But it's one of God's best jokes that you can't die, except that's on all of us.
I have a medical ethic. I have a medical ethic.
Alright,
I can't even say. Now I can't even speak.
CMD. Okay, access, because you.
That does actually explain quite a bit.
Right. So the System 32 basically is what it is it's your boot files, and it's going to tell your computer how to boot. And if somebody else has access to that, they're going to be able to tell your PC how to boot. They can insert, or we call it injecting, malware into your boot process. And it doesn't matter how much you clean your PC, how much you run Wireshark, that person's always going to have a backdoor access to your PC. And so what we want to do is retake control over that file. That's your boot file, right? You need that. Yeah. So there's two ways you can do it. You can try to brute force your way into it, which is the more complicated way. Or what you do is you do a reinstall of the file. And you reinstall the file and start your PC. So if you go to called like system drivers, or like drivers, or
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the drivers. So there's a driver, right? So code in again.
Process.
Okay, so
now what?
We've cleaned that. Okay, so the new disk, they're going to have any issues.
This shit.
Drive.
Convinced him to delete System 32 from his Windows. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Please fucking work. Hey, there we go.
You fool! You fucking fool!
Yeah. Damn it. It started to do it.
Fuck. Can you look at more details?
Well, I'm gonna click more details.
Click try again. Okay, maybe you need a restart. Try to restart your PC. And join back.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's good.
Just click on the Windows flag and then
Yeah.
at the bottom left. Then go to the power. Yeah, just
I know. And then as you can see right here, I'm going to continue to Windows, and it'll pop up here in just a sec. And then I get this. So this is what I ran into right here when I started up and I tried to do the repair.
This video is for authorized personnel only. Viewer discretion is advised.
AP, what's going on with the Rex thing? What's going on there? What's the technical side of things? In a nutshell, the BIOS, the basic input output system, is the OS the motherboard uses to talk to the other components of the computer. The hard drive contains the OS, which would be Windows, or if you're on Mac, it would be, iOS. But basically what had happened was Rex believed.
For anybody wondering, don't delete System 32. Don't flash your BIOS. The only time you should go into your BIOS is if you need to change, like, say for example, I had to set up my TPM to on so I can download Windows 11, right? That's the only time you should go into your BIOS, man. And otherwise, you should not go into.
Thinking that there was more viruses on his computer. Got in contact with a troll. That troll told him to flash the BIOS. Flashing the BIOS basically means you're resetting the BIOS and usually installing an update to the BIOS. Most motherboards, when you're getting a new motherboard, has the most updated BIOS that it can possibly hold. I've had to flash my BIOS twice when I upgraded my PC. And both times I did it the correct way because I knew what I was doing. Rex, on the other hand, everything is rocket surgery to him. So Rex flashed the BIOS without having a USB that had the BIOS update on there and caused what some could say irreversible damage. Now, without giving any hints to Rex, this problem can be solved in the very simplest of ways. If you have money, you can either hire a technician to do it or you can do it yourself. But it's a pretty easy solution if you have the funds to do it. But Rex has neither the time, knowledge, nor the money to be able to do it. So let's just see this idiot do it. This is fast forwarded 52 seconds, so we don't have to listen to the Discord call of him just not showing anything. The video was censored so the troll wouldn't be found out and exposed. Shout out to N-Word Boy. You're doing good work out there. Also, William Gloryhole. The Goblin is off the internet for now. We don't know if he's going to be a phone streamer using that crappy phone he's had forever, or if he's just done, or a buddy troll is going to get him a new PC. So we'll see how it goes.
Hang on. It just cut it off. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, spam F2 again.
The computer has protections, you idiot. The computer has protections, so you can't just do that. If you don't have a USB inserted...
I hope this didn't f up my PC, man.
Famous last words. You can't just flash the BIOS without having a USB inserted.
Alright, so now we're back to tools.
You have to manually do it. You have to manually, purposely do it. So
easy RAID installer, SSD security erase tool, NVMe.
Instant flash. Let me try it again. Maybe it worked this time if I tried a second time after it just crashed the last time. Oh, you're so dumb. You're so dumb.
All right.
What makes you think after the first time that it failed, you just, do it again, do it again, do it again. It'll work eventually. Do it again, do it again. You're so stupid, Rex. I thought you would learn. You should learn anything. Such a simplistic goblin. Everything's rocket surgery to you. You're so dumb. You deserve everything that's happening to you, to be honest.
Alright. I'll just restart the PC. I'll just restart it.
You didn't reset anything. It reset itself. What are you talking about? Oh, I just reset the PC. I just reset the PC. It did it by itself. It's supposed to. That's what it's programmed to do. Instant flash check fails. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to reset itself. You didn't have to flash the BIOS.
Let me know when you're ready.
Fuck. God, you're so stupid.
Alright, ready? Starting up in 3, 2. Where's the damn book, man? Alright. Starting up in 3, 2.
Good. Why was I expecting someone with a less than high school education to figure this out? You don't know anything.
Hang on.
Let me expand this button and see if it works. It's already in the BIOS menu, you fucking idiot. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. It was already in the BIOS menu. Let me turn my phone this way, see if it gets a better angle.
Is that tools?
Go to tools, click
Instant flash.
Instant flash, and you'll be able to hit yes.
Yes.
Even though you already tried to do this, and it failed every single time. Definition of insanity.
No, but it can be.
Expecting something else to happen after you tried this 3 fucking times already. 3 times. Yeah, it'll work on the 4th time. Jeez, dude.
Alright. You ready?
You're so dumb. You're so stupid. Alright.
Alright, tell me when.
You deserve everything that's gonna happen to you. Invalid file. Did you try to plug that Windows USB in there? Did he finally give you a hint that you had to have a USB plugged in? Let me try it again, see if it works.
B55 MCE C3.46.
We don't need your motherboard's fucking serial number, dog. You're so stupid. You're literally so stupid. Dumb ass. Stupid. Literally stupid.
How would I check the motherboard to see what type it is?
It's printed on big, bold letters on the front of the motherboard. Usually on the side of the motherboard, but it could be on the front sometimes.
All right, let me just complain about this guy real quick. I'm talking about this guy. So the one thing you don't do is if you're making a video, you don't sit there and make fun, mock somebody else or make fun of somebody else, especially someone who's mentally, mentally not well, who's not all there up there in the head. Because number one, it's disgusting rhetoric, and you wouldn't do that in person, and I know you wouldn't. The fact of the matter is, you should treat people with respect and courtesy. I mean, it's okay to talk about lolcows, but I don't think it's okay to mock them and make fun of them, even if they are a pedophile like Cyrax is.
Open up the case, you stupid fuck.
I get it.
Oh yeah. Let me just do this and do that.
At time that's just right.
You flashed that BIOS almost as many times as you flashed your
Yep.
dick. You're so dumb.
3, 2.
Well, police are coming for you, Cyrex. Police are coming for you. Oh, clean up your room. Clean up your
What I
room,
did is
bro.
I had my ring light lamp cord in one hand and the button in the other. I just fucking pressed them both at the same time and hauled ass over to my chair.
For what? What would the ring light have to do with anything? You're so dumb.
Please work this time.
No. It's not gonna work. On the 5th fucking
I'll
try,
take-
you think it's gonna fucking work? You're dumb. You're dumb. You think something's gonna magically change all of a sudden?
We're good. We're good. Yep.
Watch this. Watch it. It's gonna get to like it crashed. I was gonna say it's gonna get to 20%, then it's gonna crash again.
All right, now what?
You're so stupid. You're so fucking dumb. Honestly, just like I did like 2 semesters for general IT and network security, like in a college, and
hang on. Just give it a sec.
I'm not saying I'm a world-class technician here.
I
but
hope
even
we
I
didn't
would
fuck it
recognize-
up.
Oh, I hope it didn't fuck it up. I know that, like, dude, you're so dumb. At this point, just stop trying to do it.
I think we fucked it up.
Oh, I think we fucked it up. We, you and I did this
I don't
together.
know. But as you can see, no signal.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Cyrex? That boring ass fucking CPU that you have. You don't have a GPU. You have integral graphics built into your CPU, right? So every single time when it's resetting yourself and you're like, oh, please work, it has no signal and you're just waiting. The reason it doesn't pop up faster is because you don't have a GPU. It has to boot up the entire board to display something. And instead of simply having it plugged into the GPU, which the motherboard would supply power to the GPU and everything equally, but the GPU would fire up. It would at least give you a picture, right? It would at least give you some kind of thing. And then once it fires that up, it'll fire up the BIOS, and you'll have an image on your screen. But you have integral graphics on your CPU. Your shitty fucking Ryzen that you got on that pre-built Amazon computer Marty bought for you, sent to Risky put spyware on it, sent it off. Like, you're so fucking stupid, bro. You're so dumb. You're so fucking idiotic.
Again, don't insult people. The last thing you want to do is you insult people for, for like attention or whatever, especially when it could all come back to bite you in the ass, to be honest with you. But
clean your room. You're so fucking stupid, bro.
What?
You're so dumb.
Yeah, I do.
Do you? Are you talking to your buddy Troll on the phone? He's walking through the steps. God, you're fucking stupid. You're so dumb.
It's off.
Shutting off the computer mid BIOS update is one of the worst things you could possibly do. At this point, you would have to get a donor motherboard to fix this. You did this to yourself. You did this entirely by yourself to yourself. Don't blame anybody else because you didn't even need a BIOS update. All you had to do was format the fucking hard drive and you would have been good to go. But you decided to take a step
You got
further.
they placed a kill in the goddamn thing.
God, you're so stupid. All you had to do was format the hard drive, reinstall Windows.
Oh, wait. Maybe not.
Wait. Acting like that fucking John Bernthal from The Punisher. Wait. Yep. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. So, a very simple solution to his issue. A problem he didn't even have, but he decided that he should fix anyways because that's where the root of all problems would go to. A Trojan virus embedding itself in the BIOS file. Let me just do a BIOS update anyways, even though I don't understand how it works or anything like it. I'm gonna just get it step-by-step walkthrough for my friends. You could have done a little bit of research first. The very, very little amount of research that it could have taken you to figure out that, well, the virus is on the hard drive. Wipe the hard drive completely, reinstall Windows, you'll be perfectly fine. Oh, if I'm going to do a BIOS update, I need to have an updated BIOS file on a USB drive to plug in so it knows how to update the fucking BIOS. Oh my God. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. If you delete system.
That's the problem with having IPS, man. It affects you.
System 32, that'll get rid of the operating system.
Anything worse, at least that I know of.
That's on the hard drive, right? That'll mess up the operating system from the hard drive perspective. But if you completely fail the BIOS update and you flash the BIOS as well, that will cause you to have no operating system whatsoever on your motherboard, which will make the motherboard not be able to reach out to the components of the PC, CPU, RAM, things like that, which would lead you to have to replace the entire motherboard or get an identical motherboard and install the BIOS that way. But you're very, very lucky if you're able to do it that way. The easiest way to fix this would be to get another motherboard, take the computer apart and install that new motherboard and put all the pieces back together. But you're too dumb to do that. You don't have the money to do that. So, oh well, Goblin's off the internet. Let's hope he doesn't start streaming from his phone, because at the end of the day, this predator being off the internet is an absolute win for everybody else involved. Not him. Get fucked, Cyrax. We'll see you back here if he comes back. Got another video in the works. I did a little bit of a rant, so I'm going to have to edit it down a little bit. Kind of involves the Tofiachu situation. Kind of involves people saying, oh, the trolls did this. Well, you don't have any proof, so quit saying it was the trolls unless you have actual evidence of the trolls doing it. Just my opinion. If you hate me for it, you
All right,
hate me
I'm
for
going to
it.
help. See you later.